Welcome to Virginia Streams. I'm Dr. Tess Thompson. I'm an extension specialist. Today we're going to talk about the physical structure of streams and what we like to see in a healthy stream. Streams in Virginia vary from really steep streams in the mountains with large rocks and waterfalls, all the way down to slow-moving, really heavily vegetated coastal plain streams. Today we're here in Toms Creek. It's kind of a classic, what we call a riffle pool gravel bed stream. And what makes them a riffle pool stream is that the channel bed changes in a regular manner. And so right now I'm standing in a pool. The water is calm and the velocity is slow. And as we move downstream, I'm going to enter what's called a riffle. So you can see where I'm standing now, the water's much more shallow, it's moving faster. Having this diversity of flow velocities and water depths is really important for the animals and the insects that live in this stream. We like to give them a variety of places to live and to eat. By having this diversity of the pools and the riffles, we can do that. It provides good habitat for the stream. Another thing we really like to see in streams is large wood. While many people may think this is a mess and we should take it out of the stream, in fact, these large wood pieces are really critical for the health of the stream. There are insects that rely on this for food source. They provide a variety of these habitats. They might create a scour hole like this piece of large wood has. They might store some sediment behind them. Having large wood in streams is really, really important. If there's one thing that you take away from today and our time in the stream, is that streams should be messy. They shouldn't be neat. And what's really important for stream health is a dense forest. We want to see large trees, we want to see shrubs, we want to see herbaceous vegetation, ground cover, roots coming out of the banks. Vertical banks or nearly vertical banks aren't a problem because with the trees and all of the shrubs, they have such a dense root network that they hold the bank in place. Even seeing trees erode and fall into the stream, that all creates a wonderful mess that creates habitat within a stream. The other thing that the dense forests provide is shade to the stream. So it keeps the water cool in the summer, which is very important, particularly for certain fish like trout. And the leaves that fall are an important food source. And so what we like to see in healthy streams are leaf packs that stick around most of the year. And so this provides food for insects in the stream, which then feed the fish. Now I have a lot of people asking me, well, how about grass? We don't like to see grass along streams in the Chesapeake Bay region. Grass roots are very shallow. They don't provide much stability against bank erosion. And on top of that is whenever you have a flood, the grass just lays down and is really smooth. So that lets the flood water move just that much faster. As you can see here, grass roots are really shallow and they flex a lot. And so it doesn't hold the banks in place the way a deep root system with woody vegetation does. As an engineer, I really like to see the dense vegetation up on the stream banks because it provides what we call roughness. As you can imagine, this is a lot of resistance to water flowing, and so it slows the water down and minimizes the amount of damage that water is going to do during a flood. One of the many benefits of having forests next to the stream is that the roots of the woody vegetation prevents bank erosion. But bank erosion is natural. And streams naturally move over long periods of time. The way that a stream moves is it erodes one of the banks. So we can see here on what we call the outside of this meander bend, the bank is eroding. But on the inside of the meander bend, the sediment carried by the stream is depositing. So while this bank retreats and moves that way, this bank is advancing. And what that allows the stream to do is move across the valley over time. And it could be decades and centuries, but the stream will move. And that's what they naturally do. Streams also move vertically. So every time it rains, all of that water has to go somewhere. And it heads to your nearest stream, and the stream starts to rise. And what we see in healthy streams is that those floodwaters actually come out of the main channel and onto the floodplain. And so the floodplain is the land next to the stream. You can see the debris here on the floodplain, which tells us that the last major storm event we had, the water was about that high and it was spread across the floodplain. When we try to keep the water in the main channel, which sometimes we do by straightening the channels, making them deeper, what we do is we actually concentrate those flood flows in the channel and turn it into the equivalent of a fire hose. It causes channel erosion, it damages bridges and culverts, it washes all of the insects and the fish downstream. The floodplain next to the stream is typically not flat. It's going to have what we call floodplain channels that when the water starts to rise, they serve as channels. And so what we have here in the floodplain of Tom's Creek is a great small wetland. This is wonderful habitat for frogs, amphibians, salamanders, and for humans, it stores water during floods and then slowly releases it. To have healthy streams, it's important that we give streams space. When we build buildings in our communities right up against the stream, we're putting ourselves in harm's way because the stream is going to flood. We know that. So the best thing we can do for both ourselves and for healthy streams is to simply get out of the way and let the stream be a stream.